Here is an EOA Live Grande story.
So the colloquium for my presentation will be Thursday, January 16th at 4 p.m. in Akerman, room 210. I'm presenting the impact of pre-college characteristics, the college experience, including study abroad, on students' intercultural competence. The impact of that research kind of includes factors that people aren't really aware of that impact as much or more than study abroad what a student's intercultural competence kind of level is. And so some of that includes their socioeconomic status, their living or traveling abroad. Study abroad is included in that. Their parents' background, whether they speak other languages, whether their parents speak other languages, if their parents have traveled abroad, and things like that. I've actually got some of the data points kind of pointed me in some direction. What we know is high contact and positive experience with people different than us impacts intercultural competence. So experiences that we can recreate on campus are going to be more impactful than some other just kind of casual experiences that already happen. So some events on campus, like some of the diversity training on campus, some of the classes that count towards a DPD or the diversity, power, and discrimination, those are really good, but they're probably average on impact versus having experiences where students are going to sit in a room or sit at a table and have a long conversation, a meaningful conversation with people different than they are. So outside of academia, really we live in a global world. Every business, whether you're a mom and pop shop on Main Street, Grande, or you're a big Fortune 500 company, you're going to be doing business in this global context. So having employees, having leaders, having managers that have this experience or this intercultural competence is going to allow them to perform better in today's global workforce. So to describe what intercultural competence is to the general person that really doesn't know much about it, it's really a set of skills, knowledge, and abilities to communicate, interact with people who are different than you. Whether they're from a different country, maybe they practice a different religion, maybe they have a different sexual orientation, maybe they come from a different culture in the same country. It's going to just allow them to interact and get along with in a positive way and to be productive, really. So the next step for my research, I've actually already started. I ran what was called the Cultural Mentoring Project here on campus in one of my classes. We utilized 5 international MBA students that served as cultural mentors in a BA 101 class. So they came every Monday, and the entire class period was these international cultural mentors meeting with the BA 101 students and just sharing their cultural experiences. So I would kind of give them topics, and that ranged from what's a social injustice in your country to what is the average workday like in your country. How do you operate within your family? Who's responsible to go to work? Who's responsible for meals? Who's responsible for different things? And the students really took off with it, and it became a two-way conversation. And so I've got some data on that I'm kind of writing and hoping to publish and present at a later point. So maybe a future colloquium at the same time. Colloquiums here at EOU really are an opportunity for faculty and others to share their research, share their experience in the classroom to everybody else on campus, to just kind of give everybody an idea of what's happening, what are we doing besides teaching, what are we doing to stay relevant in our field of expertise. And so it's just a way to kind of share that information and get along, or present it in a manner that's a little less formal, so to speak. I mean, it's a formal event, but it's a little less, it's not a academic presentation. It's not necessarily a scholarly paper that we're writing, although oftentimes it is something that we have published or we have presented at an actual conference, but then we're just going to share it with our academic community here at EOU. The colloquiums run once or twice a month, usually on Thursday afternoons. I believe they're at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 4 o'clock. And the campus and community, I think it's open to everyone to come and see what's going on. I haven't attended one in a while, so I'm kind of excited to present and be on the other side of the microphone and just be there and share what I've got.